Guys, I just made my AFC predictions. Now it's time to go into my NFC predictions. Let's start off with the NFC East. In last place, I have the Giants. Guys, I've never been a believer in Daniel Jones. I've called him Danny Pennies on numerous occasions. When the Giants drafted him with the 6th pick in the draft, my head exploded. I couldn't believe that the Giants made that pick. Not only do I not believe in Daniel Jones, but I don't believe in the team or the talent he has around him. With the exception of Malik Neighbors, I can't name an offensive player on that Giants offense. Brian Daboll showed incredible promise as a coach his first year on the job. He won a playoff game with Daniel Jones. But in his second year, they had a massive fall off. I understand injuries were a factor. Daniel Jones did go down. They kind of snuck into the playoffs their first year despite getting off to a hot start and ultimately winning a playoff game. But this team just simply doesn't have the talent to compete, and I think they will have the number 1 overall pick in this year's draft. I believe that Danny Pennies will get benched for Drew Lock at some point during the season, and with the number 1 overall pick, the Giants will draft Shedeur Sanders. In third place, I have the Washington Commanders. I really wanted to pick the Commanders to make the playoffs or to even go way out on a limb and pick them to win this division, but I simply just can't do it. I really like Jaden Daniels a lot. I think he's an interesting player. I think he's a good guy. He's a fun, interesting storyline that this league desperately needs, and I hope he has nothing but success. But the Commanders had the 2nd pick in the draft for a reason. Although I do believe they're better than what their record indicated last year, they still have a lot of work to do. So I got the Commanders behind the Cowboys and behind the Eagles. In second place, the Cowboys said they were all in, but they didn't make the moves that showed me that they were all in. I got the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys are going to be in the playoff mix. They're going to be relevant. I think they just miss out on the playoffs, but that doesn't necessarily mean they won't win somewhere between 8 to 10 games this year. I still think they're going to be a good team. Dak Prescott is a decent quarterback. They still have a good defense. They still have great playmakers on the outside. Although Mike McCarthy is on the hot seat, he still is a capable head coach. But I just think that Philly is more equipped to win this division given the offensive firepower they have. I also think Dallas beat a lot of tomato cans. They beat a lot of teams that weren't very good last year. This season, they have a tougher schedule. I'd also like to point out the fact that no NFC East champion has repeated since 2004. No NFC East champion has gone back-to-back division titles 2 seasons in a row. The Cowboys won it last year. I don't think they win it this year. Give me the Eagles. I think Jalen Hurts has a bounce-back season. I don't think he'll necessarily have an MVP type of season, but with Saquon Barkley, with A.J. Brown, with Devontae Smith, with the upgrades they made in the secondary during this draft, the Eagles have enough firepower to win the NFC East, and that's how I have it shaking out. Eagles fly to an NFC East title, and that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you liked this video, and feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Thanks, guys.